Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, man. We checked out a video titled What Australians Think of Americans, and well, why not find out what Americans think of Australians right now? So yeah, without further ado, this was done in New York, so a place that I've walked is in a video. That's pretty cool. That is actually pretty cool. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. We're checking out this video right now. So like and subscribe, and if you have any recommendations, leave those in the comment section down below. I try to check them out as soon as possible. And yeah, without further ado, man, let's get right into this video.
Hey, I'm Josh, and welcome to New York. So I went to New York for a bit of fun. I caught the subway, saw the museums, got yelled at a fair few times, looked for Ted Mosby's building, and went to the best pizza place in New York, Sparrow's. Yum. But I couldn't leave the Big Apple before doing a few interviews. So I went out to Union Square Park to ask New Yorkers what they think of Australia. So, you're American.
I'm American, yes.
Can you guess what country I'm from?
I would say you're from England somewhere.
Okay. If you ask that question to everybody, I'm telling you, they gonna say UK. I know a lot of y'all got mad at me when I was like, when I was younger, I used to mistake British and Australian, and I couldn't differentiate between both of them. But y'all don't get it, man. Like, it's, to us who is not used to it, it kind of sounds similar, you know, but the more you dive into it, the more you realize it's totally different. Like, now that I'm checking out Australian content and I'm learning about Australia, now I get a lot of pop-ups of Australians, and I'm like, damn, I can actually tell that's Australian, that's not British. So when you're not used to it, I'm telling you, it seems similar, but it's like Canadians. If a Canadian comes in front of me, I can tell you that's Canadian, right? But an average person probably wouldn't be able to, you know what I mean, like, distinguish between both.
Scotland?
He said Scotland?
You're from England somewhere.
Scotland?
Other side of the world.
Could be Great Britain, could be Australia, could be New Zealand.
There we are.
It's one of those three.
Either New Zealand or Australia, but
What if I say, g'day mate, how you going?
That sounds like Australian.
That's it.
The Australian?
Yeah, you got it.
New Zealand.
Australia.
You guys got it. Australia. Yeah.
Nailed it!
Can you guys tell me, what do you think of Australia?
I mean, the first thing that popped into mind, honestly, is like y'all like to drink. Kangaroos and stores close like really early.
I don't really know that
Really? Is that a fact?
much about Australia, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I know it's hot and they got a lot of crocodiles.
I hear it's great. Surfing, Tasmanian Devil, Kangaroo,
Tim Tams?
Tim Tam Slam.
Those are all things in Australia, yes?
Chocolate ones. Don't even consider any other ones, right?
Really? Mint chocolate?
Yeah, mint chocolate. It's where it's at.
I haven't had those.
What part of Australia are you from?
From Australia.
Yeah, wow. I eat Tim Tams for breakfast.
It's a place I've always wanted to visit. Actually, New Zealand rather than Australia.
Hey, man.
really?
Hey. Come on up, Pops. But what I would say is this. If it's a place you've always wanted to visit, time's ticking, man. You got to visit it. And obviously this video is very old, so, you know, he might have already did it, right? But the point is, for anybody out there who is, you know, wanting to visit somewhere or do something, time's ticking. Just do it.
But
When I think of Australia, I actually think more of like New Zealand and think of like the Lord of the Rings and yeah, like beautiful landscapes and kangaroos and danger and all that kind of stuff. So
Well, I have no knowledge of Australia at all. Actually, Australia, from what I can understand, seems to be more forward-thinking than we are in many ways. Didn't you have like a gay prime minister or something like that?
What are the worst
Really?
things about the country? Do you know anything bad about it? Dangerous animals?
Australia?
Yeah.
Our shows.
You mean?
We were performing on a cruise ship for 7 months, and whenever we got the Australians there, we got like no applause
Didn't love our
ever.
work.
Just the convenience factor. Like living in New York, it's a 24-hour city, and I know the population is a lot more sparse. Like, so I feel like if I lived in Australia, I would be annoyed that like I can't wake up at 2 in the morning and go get a chopped cheese or something.
No, I haven't heard nothing bad.
Chopped cheese. That's so New York. But real talk, is it like that in in Australia where things are actually closed like early, like it obviously should close, right? You know, if it's not like a super major city, like I don't expect it to, you know, run 24/7, so that makes no sense. But is it like it closes early? Like, is that actually a thing?
Nothing generated like that.
I can't think of any.
Can't really think of anything bad about Australia, oddly enough.
Not that I've heard of. Not that I know of.
That's good to hear.
I don't know. I really don't know.
So we don't have a bad reputation.
No.
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 Would you ever go to Australia? Do
Yes.
you want to go?
Yeah, I thought about going as like a student, but it was just too expensive for me to get over there. So I would really love to go someday.
I've not been. My son has been. He's had a good time. No, I never thought of going to Australia.
I have not been. I would like to go, though. Yeah, I've missed a couple opportunities to get out there.
Yeah, I'd love to go. My best friend studied abroad there, and he had great things to say.
Melbourne, awesome.
Yeah.
Love Melbourne.
Melbourne.
So you've been to Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it like? Would you go again?
Yeah, I loved it. I would totally go again.
Would like very much to go to Australia in some point. You know, many of my people, friends, did visit Australia.
No, I've never been to Australia. I can't say that I would never go there because it's endless possibilities.
Okay, 2 more questions if you have a second.
All right. You forgot the questions. You had to look them up.
Have you ever met any Australians and what were they like?
You.
One or two. Very outdoorsy. I think just with
Yeah, I can only imagine Australians not being outdoor, like loving or whatever, nature loving. Like that would probably be weird because like it's so hot in Australia. I can only imagine how hot it is inside of a home in Australia.
the fact that you have the outback and that kind of natural experience there. Most of them are into like hiking and kind of backpacking, that type of stuff.
I don't know a lot. I've just met a lot of really nice Australian people in the States, you being one of them. So I don't know. I just feel like most of the people, one of the pastors of a church that I went to is from Australia, and I feel like they're always very upbeat and fun.
I've served a lot of them in restaurants before. That's, you know.
Yeah, I've never met an Aussie before. Aussie. Never.
They prefer flat whites, I know that.
Yeah, I've met a couple. Actually, we work together, and one of our colleagues' boyfriend is Australian. He's a great guy. Yeah. But yeah, I find that in general, like, they've been friendly. I mean, I haven't met a lot of Australians, but
I never met anybody from Australia that I didn't like. So this is kind of, and people I met and spend more time, and people that I met casually, like you. Yeah. So I think Australians are pretty nice people.
I was traveling in October in Italy and met other tourists that were Australian. They were really nice.
Nice people?
Nice, very friendly. Yeah.
Good. They haven't disgraced the country's name.
No, I don't know what Australians are doing overseas, but man, you guys seem to have a very good reputation because, like, I have nothing bad to say about you guys either. Like, there's nothing negative that I know about Australia. Like, obviously, there's going to be negatives in every single country, right? But negatives like how you, like when you move to not move, but when you visit somewhere and you, like, leave bad habits or, a bad reputation, stuff like that.
A lot of them are awesome, but like I was really surprised. I thought they were like all super progressive, but like there was like a lot of like in the country, like very similar to my country, in like the like human rights and all of that. Like
strong opinions.
Yeah, strong opinions, and like they didn't love foreigners where the places the small towns I went to.
It's either like a young person who probably goes to the beach and like surfs, or an old like 40s to 50s overweight who has beer at 8 a.m.
Can you attempt an Australian accent?
Oh my gosh. G'day, mate.
G'day, mate. That's exactly what was in my head too, Shorty. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That was in my head. But yeah, I'm not Australian. I can't judge, but you guys can let me know how we doing.
Australian accents.
Oh my gosh. G'day, mate.
That was pretty good.
All right, mate. I can do that. It's not too difficult.
Good day, mate. How you doing?
Good day, mate.
Hey, mate. How you going?
How you going?
It's all right. I mean, you might fit in.
Here, look at this. And here, look at that.
Can we attempt an Australian accent?
I don't know.
Hi, mate. No, I can't.
Good day, mate. That's cracking.
That's
Yeah,
good.
that's pretty good.
That's good.
Cracking in Australia, but
Isn't cracking a thing?
I don't know if I can really
crack is
do
not a
one
thing.
right now. Is this kind of doing it?
it's not too bad. You guys go on.
You know, sometimes I try to do one myself, but I'm not as, I don't know. I need to practice more.
That's all right.
Sure, I mean, you know, I grew up in Australia, so I'm really a natural at the accent.
What message do you have for any Australians? Should they come to New York? Is this a good
Sure.
place?
Of course.
Yeah, they can take my place.
Come visit
Come on,
us.
Pops.
It's a wonderful country. There are a lot of wonderful, warm people. I think New York City sometimes has a bad impression, but I think overall the people are very also warm and nice and friendly and helpful. And there's wonderful things to see here. So I would encourage them to come visit.
Yeah.
Great answer.
New York is amazing. It is flooded with a lot of tourists. I will say that. I remember when, tourists asking me to take their photos and stuff like that. But New York is amazing, and I would, if I was supposed to recommend any city in the United States to visit, I would definitely recommend New York City, and just go out there, experience it. Florida is definitely somewhere the entire state of Florida is amazing in my humble opinion. But I'd recommend South Carolina as well, because South Carolina is coastal, so you get a lot of oceans. But Australians are probably used to oceans, so it's, Florida, South Carolina, not that big of a deal for you guys. But New York, I think you guys would love that, because it's really different, compared to a lot of places, and you'll see a lot of tourists. That's for sure. A lot of places in the United States you won't see a lot of tourists, but New York, you will see a lot of tourists. So yeah, go there and visit and enjoy your time. I hope that I can visit Sydney, Melbourne, one day. But yeah, for now, I learn because I'm broke. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. I'm out of here. Peace.